Time for Bet On It, brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook, best place in Nebraska to place your sports bets. Make sure you get out to the casinos in Lincoln or Omaha. You can go to warhorsecasino.com to find all their promotions and a full list of house rules and conditions. Before we get to the thing that I want you to play some little mini bets on.
Mini?
Yeah, I don't know if
M-A-N-Y or M-I-N-E?
M-I-N-I.
Mouse.
Oh, okay. I was M-I-N-N-I. Okay. I was like, that's not how you spell mini, bro. No, M-I.
Guy, you're dropping bro too, huh? This a bro thing?
N-I.
This a bro thing?
Like mini golf. Like
What's the hip thing to say?
It's not hip.
It's bruh.
That's worse. Knock it off. God, you guys.
Let's get to TK real quick. See if he's talking to us this time. TK.
Good morning. I can hear you.
There we go. What do we got?
What do you want, TK? Are you fresh off a pump?
No, that was way earlier this morning. I'm wondering, do you eat breakfast before you come in?
Me? No.
Yes. Maybe that's why you talk about sandwiches all the time, bro. Eat something before you come in.
Now he's on the bro thing. Hey, so you guys are just you're bound and determined to be on this bro thing?
Well, one jab is good. That's about as many jabs as Mike Tyson got.
I was just hoping to see him throw more punches. TK, what's on your mind, buddy?
So the Potts injury is very concerning to me. How do you guys think that they will fill
Natalie.
the shoes of probably a top? Yeah, will fill the shoes of probably a top 25 player in the Big Ten.
Well, you better hope maybe you can get a repeat performance from Rimdahl. Alexis Markowski's role is, she's going to have to log some minutes.
Really important now, yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
Petrie, maybe? Somebody's going to have to step up.
Okay.
Hey, it wasn't pretty. I think Coat and Gresh and those guys, I think everybody in the facility knew right away that it was not going to be good.
No. To end it on a high note, is Britt Prince, when she's eventually done, going to be drafted in the top 3 of the WNBA draft?
That's a little lofty, but
I don't know.
I will say this.
She can ball.
I will say this about BP. Super, super, super high floor. I'm not sure how high the ceiling is. This is about who she is. She is incredibly ready. But she's already highly skilled. And I'm biased because I listen, I watched her give my daughter's team 40 in middle school. 40. And I think they scored 48 as a team.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just seen this for a while. She's way good. She's way good. Top 3, I don't know. I hope so. Shoot.
How much higher can her physical profile get?
So she can get stronger. She's razor thin.
Right.
But she has an amazing IQ, and her handle is legit. Legit.
TK, appreciate the call, bud. No, it's the high floor versus high ceiling things. That's where you get with drafts, right?
Yeah.
Will she end up getting drafted? Incredibly 100%. Likely, right?
Yeah.
Where that ends up in the draft is going to be.
I know one thing she's added to her repertoire already.
What's that?
The mid-range game.
I love a mid-range game.
She was either in high school. She was either getting to the 10 or she was good from 30.
Yeah.
Her mid-range game is pretty sharp.
Got to fill out that second level scoring,
and she can play ball. She can, as she gets more ball screens with people like Markowski. That's gonna be tough.
Let's get to Jake real quick. It seems like he's got a really good point that he needs to bring up here.
Why? Do you know Jake?
Jake, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Ravi, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you? I've got some evidence here on my side. You didn't believe I was the good cop ever. I have a former player here that would like to vouch for.
This is the Jake.
This is Jake. Have you met Jake?
I don't know.
This is my guy in Carolina.
Flaky Jake, have we met? Because he wears your gear a lot.
I think we've met.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wear our gear a lot. I'm technically on staff.
Flaky Jake, are you vouching for Ravi?
Yeah, I got to come to his defense on this one. In practice, he was the good cop.
That absolutely sucks.
I get that it's outside my personality, but it's also in reference to who the head coach was, right? Like, Willie was the heavy hand.
Well, and to be fair, Ravi was usually just annoyed with our inability to produce. He just wasn't going to take anything unless it was positive.
Now that sounds like the guy that I sit next to.
I mean,
That delivery was classic. I want to do that again, Jake. He said, well, to be fair. That's awesome. Jake, why do you ride with this guy? Because as he and I talked during the break, we both agreed he's tough. Like, I said, Ravi, if you were nice 10 years ago and you're mean now, like, things are better for you now. Like, I don't understand. He had his arms folded, and I said, don't you really just want to be a deep down be a nice guy? And he goes, nah.
So I'm happier now.
I was gonna say it's that inner circle, outer circle thing. He's tightened up the inner circle, and those of us that are in it feel very happy with him.
Like, hey, who's the new guy?
It doesn't matter.
Jake, I appreciate you coming to his defense, Jake.
Jake, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Jake sounds like a guy I would like.
Oh, you would. You'd love Jake. Jake's terrific.
He seems like a pretty good dude.
He is. He's a
I know
terrific
you
dude.
think I only like mean people, but I don't.
No, Jake's a really good dude, and he cares
The good
about...
piece of cheese? Is Jake the good piece of cheese?
No, Jake's like the meat of the sandwich.
He's like the whole sandwich?
Yeah, like that's a good dude.
Are you sure I would ride with that guy?
100%. Yeah, because he cares about kids.
So I only really know one guy like that.
Yeah.
That is like just
good dude, and you ride with him.
yeah.
Who's
And that's Zickman.
You would like Jake. Jake's a good dude.
Like Brett's the only guy that I know that's like all the way a good dude that I don't have to need the nice piece of cheese.
I mean, don't get
everybody else comes with their
don't get me wrong.
caveats.
Jake will be snarky and sarcastic with the best of them.
Yeah.
So that's probably the stinky cheese. So he's probably like the good piece of meat, but he's got a little stinky cheese on there. That's probably Jake. The substance is good, but there's a little bit of sprinkling on there. They're like, that's a little stinky.
A lot more Vers, Ryans, Tonys, Timos, T-phrases of the world than there are Brett Zickmans. But anyway, bet on it, man. Do you have one? I got a couple winners for you if you want.
So I do want some winners, but I wanted to talk about because we got. Well, go give me your winners first.
No, it's not that easy.
Okay, fine. Well, then I'm going to go a whole different direction.
Fine.
Do you want to give winners, or do you want me to? I want to make you bet on something.
I really only have one.
Okay, who is it?
I have a couple. I know. I changed my mind.
Who do you like?
I like Alabama tonight.
Okay.
-7.
Okay, you like Bama?
And I think they
Roll Tide.
Top 20 matchup. I think they mollywop some folks. And
who else do we like tonight?
Maybe just Bama. I like to keep my winning streak intact.
So that number's up to 8.5. Do you like them at 8.5 still?
Jeez. Didn't it open at like 4.5?
There's been a lot of movement on this one. 8.5 point favorite over Illinois. How's that game on SEC Network? Do better.
And I like Illinois.
I know. Do better, ESPN. SEC Network? Come on, man.
He said do better. I'll give you the freebie.
Okay.
Take Ohio.
Ohio?
Bobcats.
Ooh, big Bobcats guy?
Yeah.
What's the number on that one? Do you have it?
1.5 maybe.
Okay. Ohio 1.5. Are you still
plus
1.5? Excuse me. Are you still riding with Bama at the -8.5?
Yeah, I'd take it. I probably would have taken it up to 8.
That's a little spicy. So buy it down to 8. You want to buy it down to 8?
I'm not was that like no?
Get -120 on it instead of your -110.
Okay, Aaron.
Listen, I'm just learning. We talk to B. Edwards all the time. I'm just learning, you know. He loves to buy a number. B. Edwards loves.
By the way,
B. Edwards,
speaking of our Warhorse bet on it segment,
yeah.
Do you know who was looking for a women's hoops line yesterday?
Who?
TK.
He was that's why he was dialed in last night. He was like, man, he gets that itch sometimes. Like, I got a little action. Them action's not cutting my action.
Yeah. Bobcats and the Crimson Tide.
That's Bet on It, brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook.